under no circumstances are you to perform sweat of my balls tonight.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, hey Jim. You know, it's like 1,000 degrees. All right, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but there has been an insane heat wave on the west side of the United States. Anyway, it literally hit 130 degrees yesterday in Death Valley, which is about a 4-hour drive, 5-hour drive, something like that from here. It's been over 110 every day for the last few days, so I haven't really felt like doing a hell of a lot out here in the garage. But today, got the Honda. It's Sean's Honda, and we're going to do a little something to the cooling system because it's been overheating and looks like it leaks. It's got a new water pump, it's got a new radiator. Today what we're going to do is, after it cools off, we're going to drop the coolant and we're going to replace the upper and lower radiator hose, and then we're going to replace the thermostat and the thermostat housing gasket because that's where it looks like it's leaking. Good news. Hey, let's talk about the Mercedes. Yep. I took the back battery out. The thing's been having all sorts of weird things happen to it, and I knew the back battery was pretty bad. So I took the rear battery out and I decided I was just going to eat it and then spend the $200 and get a new battery. So I took the battery out today and took it to Pep Boys, and holy crap, Pep Boys gave me a brand new battery for free. I've had that first battery since January of 2017, and Pep Boys said it's got a 4-year direct replacement. So I was expecting, if at the very best, to get a prorated discount or something. Brand new battery, free of charge, and from everything I can see, I mean, maybe it's when they ask you for your phone number, it'll say something on there, but it looks to me like the battery's now got a 2020 date on it, which means, I mean, does that mean it's got 4 years from then for it to get replaced again for free? Or does that mean that this battery only is going to have about 8 months of guarantee? I don't know. I'm not sure how those things work. But anyway, we got a new battery for free. Yay. Oh, God, it's hot. So I put the new battery in, took the car for a drive. It drove better than it has in a really, really long time. The secondary restraint system light is still on. I think I have to manually reset that. I had to resynchronize all the windows. Other than that, it had a little bit of a hesitation while driving, but the most important part, no check engine light came on. And one thing about this, now that I've had the pan off that transmission and I know that I can put it back on and get it refilled with the fluid without any crazy special tools, it's given me courage. And I think if the check engine light comes on again, then it's going to indicate to me that the ECU in the transmission has failed. And the ECU is built internally in that transmission. So what I'll have to do is pull the pan off the bottom, like we did in the last couple of videos. And then when I had the pan off, looking up into it, you could see the bottom of the valve body. And that's held on by like 10 or 12 screws. So if I get the check engine light on again, I'm going to bring the bends back in here, because now I've got transmission courage. And I'm going to pull the pan back off. I'm going to actually pull the valve body off. And then on the back side of the valve body, we have the conductor plate. And on that conductor plate, that's where the ECU lives. And I looked up online a place, I can't really remember the name right now. I'll find it and put a link to it. Maybe not in this description. Maybe I'll actually put a link to it in the description of the video that I'll do when I'm actually doing that job. But it's a company that overhauls, rebuilds the ECU. And they give it a lifetime warranty after they're done rebuilding it. And I have to get it out of the car myself and get it off of the conductor plate and mail it to them. And then they'll mail it back. They said within a few days, $330. That's a hell of a lot cheaper than $5 or $6 grand, which is what the that dumb rip-off shop that didn't even do anything but charged me $125. Those guys, $125 to look into my transmission issue for me, and they couldn't even figure out that it had a dead battery. So I don't know how those guys have a business like they do if they are that inept, but they are. Okay, well, enough of my blah, blah, blah. We're going to fix this dumb Honda, and then I'm going to start working on the Ford camper. Probably not today, though. It's too freaking hot. This is crazy.
As long as it's not that sick, twisted S&M stuff. Wow. Okay. I'm not going to judge your journey. It is your fantasy. Just as long as you're looking at women who... Not women? Wow.
Okay. It's, I think it's about 7:30 or 8 o'clock, and it still says it's 106. I got Sean and I got the Honda fixed. New gasket and thermostat. It's really easy, so I'm not going to bother showing you that. But the transmission on the Mercedes, I just drove it, and it was totally misbehaving again and putting itself in limp mode. So I'm definitely going to have to bring the Mercedes back in and pull the transmission completely apart like I described earlier. And then another real fun one that just happened. Hey, 2020 baby. My beautiful X5, as you can see back there, is suddenly here with its hood up, and it started making terrible noises. It sounded, well, my wife Shannon, who was driving it today, she came home and said it sounded like a diesel. That's never good. So I got out my little stethoscope thing, a little probe thing. I think I got it at Big Surprise Harbor Freight. And I kind of went around, and I was just hoping it wasn't the timing chain or whatever. But it sounds really clattery and weird. But then when I went around with the probe, it sounds like the water pump is failing. There's no leakage or anything like that, but it definitely sounds like the loudness is from the water pump. So I'm hoping that's it. And that means, oh boy, we're going to get to do a water pump on a BMW V8 real soon. 2020, baby. Thanks for watching.